And it's time to go racing. Heat number one. We'll have Josh Roberts and Ryan Nesbitt on the front row. Brett Carroll and Wayne Bridges on the second row. John Quill rounding out the field. So it looks like we'll end up with 3 heats here tonight. Due to the car count, I do believe everybody will end up advancing. John Quill already making racing driver excuses, saying he hasn't driven these in forever. Sorry, John, had to do it. One more time around for the pace truck. Pace truck will drop into pit road in the middle of the back stretch. Josh Roberts will fire once they come around out of turn 4 and get the green flag from Barney the Flagman, who, as I've mentioned in the past, Barney has his own Twitter account. And it is definitely funny. You should go check it out. If you're on Twitter, go check out Barney the Flagman. Pace truck is in. It is time to go dirt racing with the Fun League. Out of turn 4, waiting for Barney to drop the green. Green flag is in the air there, down and away. Heat number 1. Off into turn 1, side by side for 2 rows. John Quill back in the back trying to come through the middle there. Couldn't find a gap yet. Josh Roberts way down by the wall, and it looks like Brett Carroll and Wayne Bridges get together in the middle of the front stretch. Wayne goes backwards. John Quill manages to sneak up, but Wayne comes back by. Meanwhile, up at the front, Ryan Nesbitt, Josh Roberts still battling. Nesbitt now to the lead. Brett Carroll back in third, has a little gap behind and in front, but Wayne Bridges is starting to close back up. John Quill staying right in Wayne's tire tracks. Ryan Nesbitt just ran the fastest lap so far, but it doesn't matter. Josh Roberts, massive run off turn 2 up to the high side. Josh drops back down to the bottom. He's right on the back bumper down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Down the back straightaway, they are nose to tail all the way around the track. Brett Carroll not able to gain any ground yet, but Wayne Bridges is almost back to Brett. Meanwhile, Ryan Nesbitt down on the bottom has Josh Roberts looking to the high side for the lead. Back down the front straightaway, Roberts has the advantage off the turn on the high side. 2 to go. It's going to be a drag race to the finish here. Josh Roberts up high at the line. It is Roberts just barely. White flag in the air. Nesbitt drives it deep into 1 and 2, but Roberts gets the runoff. Roberts has the advantage going into turn 3, and look, there's a 3-wide battle going on behind. Roberts is going to win. Who's going to come? Wow, what a close finish. Ryan Nesbitt finishes second. Wayne Bridges barely takes third. Brett Carroll is fourth. John Quill is fifth. Heat number 2. Corey Goodall and Joseph Smith on the front row. Edmund Jones, Derek Nearhood on the second row. John Bennett rounding out the field. Wow, that first heat, as exciting and close as that battle ended up being, I think when we get to the feature, it's going to be extremely exciting. There's going to be a ton of side-by-side, nose-to-tail racing. One more time around for the pace truck. Pace truck is in. Corey Goodall will lead him around out of turn 4 and wait for the green flag. Here they come out of turn 4, and green flag is in the air for heat number 2. And Corey Goodall almost into Joseph Smith there, but he gets a massive drive off of turn 2 and jumps to the lead. Joseph Smith on the high side trying to hold off Derek Nearhood. He's around. Joseph Smith is around. Nearhood is upside down. Caution. Let's see if we can see what happened there. It looks like Joseph got a little bit into Corey Goodall, checked up really hard, and chaos ensued after. I don't think Derek actually even touched. It was Edmund having to drive up trying to avoid the wreck. He gets into Derek Nearhood. Everybody lands on all 4 tires. Nobody goes to pit road. And it looks like Corey is going to choose a restart on the high side, putting Edmund Jones, who's now in second, up on the bottom. Derek Nearhood in third, John Bennett is fourth, and Joseph Smith currently in fifth. It's been a while since we've seen Edmund Jones on a dirt track. I'm kind of surprised he remembers how. Pace truck is in. Out of turn 4. Corey Goodall controls the restart. Green flag is in the air there. Down and away. Be 4 laps to go. Edmund trying to fight back on the inside, but doesn't have the momentum that Corey Goodall's got up top. John Bennett slipping back just a little bit. Corey Goodall comes clear. Edmund was a little loose off turn 4. Now they're side by side through 1 and 2. Edmund trying to fight back, but here comes Derek up on the high side. A little wiggle out of Edmund again. Edmund up the track right into Derek Nearhood. Joseph Smith sees an opening, drops to the bottom. They get together. Edmund gets yeeted up to the outside of the track, collects Derek Nearhood. Caution. Let's back that up just a little bit. We didn't catch part of that. Can't tell. It looks like Edmund got really loose, came down and clipped Joseph, came up. When he comes back up, Derek is there, and as is John Bennett. So Corey Goodall still has the lead. Joseph Smith in second. Edmund Jones in third. Derek Nearhood back to fourth. John Bennett in fifth. One lap to green. Corey Goodall looks like he is going to choose the high side for the restart again. Actually, they may be going single file on the restart, waiting for everybody to sort themselves out here. Pace truck is in. It does look like it'll be a single file restart. Nope, they stack back up finally side by side as they come out of turn 4. Green flag back in the air. Corey gets a massive launch on that one. He is out front already with 2 laps to go. Everybody fighting by, and John Bennett sneaking his way by up on the high side. Corey Goodall coming down to get the white flag. Joseph Smith in second. A battle for third place. Derek Nearhead has it, but here comes Edmond on the bottom. Derek jumps up and killed John Bennett's run. Here comes Corey Goodall out of turn 4. Corey Goodall wins. Joseph Smith is second. Edmund Jones is third. John Bennett fourth. And Derek Nearhead comes in fifth. The final heat will have Brad Whiteman and Doug Tyre Norton, Chad Biesinger, and David Baldessare on the second row. Excuse me. Hey, my pleasure, Dave. All right, everybody rolling up. It's so weird having somebody other than Wayne Bridges in the 92. It's kind of creeping me out a little. Doug Norton up on the high side, and then David Baldessare and Chad Biesinger back behind. We have had close finishes in the first 2 heats. It has been non-stop battling, and I think when we get to the feature right after this, I think we're going to see even more exciting action. A lot of these guys really pushing for the win. Pace truck is in. Hey, good evening, Scott. How you been, buddy? Out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air there, down and away. Brad Whiteman jumps a little ahead, but Doug Norton up to the high side trying to get a run out of turn 2. That high line has been the best line to restart in so far tonight, but it looks like Brad Whiteman might be overcoming it just a little bit down on the bottom. Meanwhile, Chad Biesinger back behind clears David Baldessare for the moment. Doug Norton and Brad Whiteman still side by side all the way around the track. Chad Biesinger starting to close in. Oh, they touch on the front stretch. Brad holds on to it, but drifts back to third. Biesinger up to second. Doug Norton pulling away. Now it's Biesinger and Whiteman side by side. David Baldessare right behind him. Chad Biesinger just ran the fastest lap of the night so far. And all of a sudden through 1 and 2, he gets bound up. Here comes Brad Whiteman back on the bottom. Doug Norton, meanwhile, has a 9/10 of a second lead. Biesinger in second, barely. Brad Whiteman right there. David Baldessare right there behind him. Chad Biesinger finally clears Brad Whiteman, trying to run down Doug Norton. Doug Norton's lead starting to shrink just a little bit, but he's coming down to 2 to go. Does Biesinger have enough time to close the gap? Meanwhile, a battle for third about to happen as David Baldessare has caught up to Brad Whiteman. White flag is in the air for Doug Norton. Biesinger in second has closed down quite a bit, but it's not going to be enough. And out of turn number 4, it is Doug Norton winning heat number 3. Biesinger comes home second. Whiteman is third, and Baldassare in fourth. All right, a short little warm-up for everybody. Let's see how many of them get out on track. Everybody coming up to speed for they'll have enough time for about 2 laps here. Guys really pushing it here. David Baldassare just put the fastest lap down, then Josh Roberts, then John Bennett. All right, warm-up is over. It is going to be a close feature event here. Somebody just blew a motor. All right. It is time for the feature event from the dirt track at Charlotte. Up front will be Josh Roberts and Corey Goodall. Doug Norton and Ryan Nesbitt have the second row. Joseph Smith and Chad Biesinger on the third row. Wayne Bridges, Edmund Jones on the fourth row, Brad Whiteman and Brett Carroll rounding out the top 10. John Bennett and David Baldassare 11th and 12th. 13th is John Quill and 14th is Derek Nearhood. A fresh track for 30 laps. I guarantee you these big heavy cars will have that thing slicked off in about 10. Jimmy, this is the fun league, the Friendly Unwind Nights League. Don't forget, immediately following this, they will have limited late models from Lanier. That is a lot of L's. Oh, you can't go wrong with this group, Jimmy. It's one of the best groups out there, and they're all willing to help. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. Josh Roberts gets a good jump into turn 1. Corey Goodall fighting back on the high side, and look at this battle as Ryan Nesbitt is trying to make his way forward. Corey Goodall now up to second. Nesbitt's going to clear Norton for third. And look at it, 3 wide through the turn. Looks like Brett Carroll almost made it 4 wide through 1 and 2. Back down almost 3 wide for the lead as Ryan Nesbitt has closed in on Corey Goodall and Josh Roberts. Doug Norton up on the high side, but Joseph Smith is making his way forward as well. Chad Biesinger in the mix. Edmund Jones has picked up a couple of spots as well. Wayne Bridges in 8th, Brett Carroll in 9th, David Baldassare currently in 10th. John Quill down on the bottom starting to pick up some spots, and it looks like he's bringing Derek Nearhood with him. Making that bottom line work. Brad Whiteman's back there. Saw him run the entire heat up or down on the bottom. He's stuck on the high side for the moment as we have a battle for the lead. Corey Goodall down to the bottom. Ryan Nesbitt still lurking right behind these two, but Corey Goodall keeps trying to stick the nose in and make something happen on the bottom. Can't quite get there yet. Here comes Nesbitt. Caution. Looks like John Bennett is involved. Oh, the 3 bounces off the wall. Bennett was trying to get lower to avoid him and just spins the car out right in front of the flag stand. It's fixed. Fixed setup. All right, lights should be going out on the pace car this time by. Yep, 1 lap to green. Worth noting that caution laps are counting. It'll be Corey Goodall and Josh Roberts still on the front row. Ryan Nesbitt, Doug Norton on the second row. Joseph Smith, Chad Biesinger on the third. Edmund Jones, Wayne Bridges on the fourth. Brett Carroll and John Quill rounding out the top 10. Pace truck is in. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag back in the air. Josh does not get the same, the good start we saw at the beginning of the... Oh, there's chaos in 1 and 2. Caution is out, a lot of cars around. Looking at Brett Carroll, let's see what happened. I believe it started with, oh, Joseph Smith gets together with Edmund Jones, or excuse me, Edmund gets into Joseph. They stack up on the bottom and a lot of guys with nowhere to go. David Baldessare tried to fight through it. And as cars bounced up the track, he just had nowhere to go. There's Joseph Smith looking to the bottom. He had to check up just a little bit as he got the nose under Ryan Nesbitt. And that is where the chaos started. David Baldessare, the only driver going to pit road right now. Joseph Smith did have to tow to pit road. And Jimmy, they are recruiting right now, so if you're interested, go look them up. There should be a link via the Facebook page, but I'll make sure to get you one later tonight. To their Facebook page, you can join and they'll get you in, buddy. Everybody stacked back up for the restart. It'll be Josh Roberts, Corey Goodall, Ryan Nesbitt, Doug Norton, and Chad Biesinger top 5. Wayne Bridges, John Bennett, Brad Whiteman, John Quill, and Derek Nearhood rounding out the top 10. Out of turn 4. Green flag back in the air. Josh Roberts not able to get that same restart he did on the bottom. Corey Goodall taking advantage. We've got 2 cars around in the middle of the pack. Again, Brett Carroll gets caught in that. Looks like Edmund Jones and John Quill. Oh, look, there was a wreck up with the 92. Let's try and get another look at that. Off into turn 1, it's Brad Whiteman and John Quill. Oh, John Quill, they just get together. Looks like Whiteman a little bit slower, and Quill just drove in a little bit deeper. No problem, Jimmy. Good luck, buddy. So Josh Roberts has held the lead since the start of this thing, continues to do so. Corey Goodall still looking for a way past him. Doug Norton, Ryan Nesbitt back there watching everything. Chad Biesinger in 5th, Wayne Bridges 6th, John Bennett 7th, Derek Nearhood 8th, Brad Whiteman is 9th, and Brett Carroll back in 10th. In 11th place is David Baldessar. John Quill in 12th, Edmund Jones back in 13th, 14th is Joseph Smith, who had to tow to pit road. Pace truck is back in. Just over halfway. Green flag is back in the air. They're down and away again. Josh does get the good jump this time. But Corey Goodall down to the bottom fighting back. Everybody makes it through 1 and 2 clean this time despite some really close racing back there. Now Josh has his hands full as Ryan Nesbitt has cleared Corey Goodall and looking to the inside. Corey's still fighting back on the bottom. Doug Norton right there with him. Right behind him, Chad Biesinger, Wayne Bridges fighting it out, and here comes Derek Nearhood. David Baldessar also starting to make his way forward. He's up to 10th and trying to pick up more. Josh Roberts currently holding Ryan Nesbitt off just barely. Doug Norton and Corey Goodall still battling for 3rd. Doug Norton has it right now. Derek Nearhood in 7th, John Bennett 8th, David Baldessar in 9th. Oh, we've got a car around at the back. It's Brett Carroll. No caution. Let's see if we can see what happened to Brett. Oh, it looks like the 92 just got checked up a bit much, got a little too sideways. Brett, nowhere to go, manages to recover quickly, but that is, unless another caution comes out, that is the end of Brett's race. Doug Norton starting to close in on the top 2. He's going to bring Corey Goodall with him. Biesinger still in the mix as well. Wayne Bridges up to 6th, Nearhood in 7th. There's a battle for 8th as Baldessar and Bennett battle side by side. Edmund Jones now up to 10th. Oh, big wreck on the front straightaway. Caution is out. And it looks like, I believe that was Edmund Jones just clips into David Baldessar. John Quill got collected in that as well. There is the incident, and John Quill just out of options. Edmund just pushed a little too hard off the turn. Baldessar right there. Edmund did tow to pit road. All right, so right now it is Josh Roberts still in the lead. Ryan Nesbitt in 2nd. Doug Norton 3rd. Corey Goodall is 4th. Chad Biesinger 5th. Wayne Bridges 6th. Derek Nearhood 7th. John Bennett 8th. Brad Whiteman 9th. And Brett Carroll in 10th. David Baldessar and John Quill 11th and 12th. Looks like Edmund Jones still on pit road. Joseph Smith is out. All 12 cars on track, still on the lead lap, and it's going to be a close, very few green flag laps left here for these guys to make something happen. Pace truck is in. It'll be 2 to go at the line. Green flag is back in the air. 2 laps to go. Down into turn 1, Doug Norton looking really low on corner entry. Can't do anything with it. Josh Roberts gets a run off turn 2 and reclaims the lead. Nesbitt not done yet. Here comes Corey Goodall. Caution is out. We're going to have a green-white checkered finish. And it looks like Brett Carroll is involved. It looks like there was just not enough track there. The 24 pushes up, and Brett Carroll goes for a ride down the wall. Josh Roberts still has the lead. Nesbitt still in second. Goodall in third. Doug Norton in fourth. And Chad Biesinger fifth. Then Derek Nearhood, Brad Whiteman, Wayne Bridges, John Quill, and David Baldessare rounding out the top 10. Bennett and Carroll 11th and 12th. Brett Carroll has had zero luck here tonight. Everything that happens on this track and probably stuff happening on other tracks has collected him. There's probably something happening at Talladega right now that's going to catch Brett Carroll here in just a minute. Everybody stacking back up for what could be the final restart. Pace truck is in. Out of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. They'll have 2 laps to sort it out. Ryan gets a great start on the bottom this time. Josh fighting back up on the top. It's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway. Can Ryan do something up, down on the bottom? Corey Goodall still right with him. Doug Norton in 4th. White flag is in the air. Ryan Nesbitt still holding the lead barely, but here comes Josh back on the high side. Josh almost clears him out of turn 2. Can he get there before the line? It's going to be close as they come down. Who's it going to be? It was Josh Roberts at the line by 2/100ths of a second. Ryan Nesbitt comes home second. Doug Norton third. Corey Goodall fourth. Derek Nearhood manages to come up into 5th. Wow, what a close finish they had. And let's see if we can talk to a few of these drivers. Hey Ryan, it's Doug. You got me?
What's up, Doug?
Hey, 2/100ths of a second. What more did you need on that last lap?
I needed somebody other than Josh Roberts on my outside. He always gets me on the top.
Man, you guys had, after that, at the start of that last green-white checkered, it looked like you were going to pull away and clear him out of turn 2, but a lap later, man, he was flying by on the high side.
Yeah, I got a really good start, and I thought I had enough to keep him off, but man, he's very fast, very good, and he had the dominant line, but man, I thought I had him.
It was really close. I wasn't sure. I had to double-check the scoring. That's how close it was.
Seems like me and him are always in these close battles. He's a great racer, and he's very clean too, which I appreciate that. The racing's always really fun with him.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. We'll see you at Lanier here in a few.
Yeah, thanks, Doug.
And I don't actually see our winner available to talk to. But I did find our 3rd place finisher. Hey, Doug, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah.
Hey, man, congratulations on that 3rd place finish, and it looked a couple of times like you might have had something for the top 2.
Once in a while, but they pull away from me here. It get a little frustrating. It says, "Hey, I'm close," and then they'd pull away. So, but yeah, it was fun.
How much more did you need? Because it looked like as those two were battling on that last lap, you really started closing back up on them. Did you need a few more laps? Would you have been able to get around them with more time?
Maybe. I would have given it a shot. I know that.
Well, whatever gets it done, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, man, it looked like a great race. Congratulations on third, buddy.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, I do not see Josh available. However, maybe we'll catch him here in a few minutes as the limited late models go to Lanier. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the limited late models at Lanier.